Thank you for watching Knicks Pros TV. This is another session of Knicks Couch Report. Basically today we'll just talk about the past couple of days that the Knicks played, and we'll kind of get into the details, talking about the numbers and the players, and see how far we came from our last video. So the first game that was played, we played against Philadelphia 76ers. We would be really embarrassed if we lost that game. So that was a team that came to play with a 0-12 record, and we beat them, which it was expected. It ended up to be much closer than what it should have been, but still it was a win. After 2 losses in a row, it was good to win a game, but in general I wasn't even so happy with that win, because if you're playing a team that it's 0-12 and they come into your building and they really don't have much of a talent at all, you should be able to beat them by 20, 25 points, 30 points. At one point in, I think it was a fourth quarter or late third quarter, Philadelphia cut the lead to 5. This is how close they came to actually make a game out of it. But you know what? At the end of the day, we won. It was a good win. Players, played hard. I don't want to really take that win away from them and then make it into a negative, video. So, with that said, we played Rockets last night, and to be honest, we lost the game, but I was happy because I saw lots of fight in the players. After Carmelo Anthony got hurt early second quarter, or it was in the mid second quarter with a back spasm, and he didn't return. Most of the players, they really took the load and they played hard and they cracked down on defense. It was great to see, how they played as a team, and then they came together and they actually had a 6-point lead, 3 minutes into the fourth quarter, but unfortunately we couldn't hold it against Harden and the Rockets, which is fine. Like I said in my last video, even if we lose but we show fight, I'll be happy. And this is what happened last night. Without Melo, we lost the game, but we lost it only by like 5 points or 6 points difference. And we actually had a shot of winning the game if it wasn't because of a couple of players. And that's what I really want to get into today. Listen, Knicks fans, I know we all like Iman Shumpert and was a fan favorite, but he needs to go. J.R. Smith needs to go. J.R. Smith was so horrible last night that especially defensively, that D-Fish only played him for about 19 minutes last night. He wasn't even on the floor the fourth quarter. I think he was on the floor for like 2 minutes. And this is a player that gets paid about $6 million a year, supposed to be a second scorer to Melo. And he played 2 minutes in the fourth quarter because he was borderline horrendous on defense. And offensively, he didn't do much either. Iman Shumpert, listen, we all say he's the best defender on the team and blah, blah, blah. Listen, I'm tired of him giving up all these white three-point shots and won't be able to defend the other players. I mean, God knows how many fouls he did on James Harden, and he couldn't defend him. I mean, I'm not saying James Harden is easy to defend, but if you are the best defender on the team, you should be able to defend much better than what you did last night. And offensively, Iman Shumpert is just unbearable. You know, last night, 2 for 10 for 7 points. I mean, is this the player we want on the team? So inconsistent that you don't even know what you're going to get from him every night? You know, I wrote down some numbers from, you know, the past 3 games only. I didn't even go all the way to write down all the numbers for all the games. Only the past 3 games. You know, I give that to you for just you know, numbers, just to know what's going on. Rockets, playing the versus Rockets. J.R. Smith, 3 for 6, 8 points only, 19 minutes. Shumpert, 2 for 10, 7 points in 30 minutes of play. And we gave up 14 3-pointers. Versus Philadelphia, I mean, this is a team that basically has no talent, and everybody been beating, and they have an 0-13 record, 0-12 record at the time they played us. J.R. Smith, 3 for 7, 6 points in 25 minutes. Iman Shumpert, 3 for 7, 7 points in 32 minutes. We gave up 8 3-pointers in that game. It's not that bad. Versus Timberwolves. J.R. Smith, 1 for 3, 3 points, 13 minutes. Iman Shumpert, 1 for 11, 3 points, 28 minutes. And we gave up 9 3-pointers out of the 17, which equals to about 53%. So this is what I'm saying. These players need to go. We need to trade J.R. Smith for a draft pick and a bag of chips, and give him Iman Shumpert for maybe 2 draft picks and a jar of salsa so we can have it with the chips. Because at this point, I find him worthless. I find him frustrating to watch him every game shoot the ball and hit nothing but the rim. Or not even the rim. Last night, Iman Shumpert was hitting the back rim and the top of the rim. Actually, top of the glass. So, you know, trade them for players that are consistent. I'd rather have 2 players on my team that I can count on for 10 points a game than a player that I don't know what I'm going to get from. 1 for 11, 2 for 10, 3 for 7. I mean, who's going to score if Melo is not on the court? We saw that last night. It was hard to come by. Thanks to some really hard-nosed players that really played hard last night, like Larkin, like Prigioni, like Dallenberg. Even Amari Stoudemire was great defensively. If it wasn't because of them, we would have lost that game with, you know, with much more gap than we did. But those players hustled. Those players create turnovers. Those players made the shot when it needed. But when we needed Iman Shumpert at the end of the game, throw him a wide open 3-pointer, he couldn't hit it. J.R. Smith wasn't even on the floor because he sucked so bad. So this is my, you know, my opinion. My opinion is that I need these 2 players to be traded, to be gone, and get 2 consistent players that can consistently score the ball, we can count on, and they're not frustrating us. So with that said, I really want to hear from you Knicks fans, to hear your opinion about these players, and to see what you think about J.R. Smith and Iman Shumpert. What would you trade them for? Or would you trade them at all? So Again, thank you for watching Knicks Bros TV.